So there's been a lot of McCarthyism happening. What is we talked about it. The Democrats. It's like we used to. The Republicans, the right wingers, used to smear people and say you're a commie and all that stuff. And now the left is doing it, right? So Hillary Clinton, people support.
You don't know how to compromise. You're an idealist. You're a dreamer.
Yeah.
We can't have good things.
We can't have anything nice. But now the Democrats are now red baiting left and right, doing McCarthy-type smears, questioning your patriotism, and wanting to blame everything on Russia because they hacked the DNC's emails. Well, first of all, there's no proof that Russia did it. Second of all, this is coming from WikiLeaks. And so WikiLeaks has an impeccable reputation as not releasing stuff that is fake. So people forget, everybody loved WikiLeaks up until just recently. Isn't that weird? Not everybody. I'm talking about everybody on the left, right? Because it was revealing all the corruption and war crimes that our government was doing and stuff like that. So people were like, oh, that's great. But back then it was a Bush administration. But now they're letting out stuff about Hillary Clinton's campaign, and people don't like that stuff at all.
Well, Jimmy, I think we got to make sure here. We got to be clear about the Russia connection because the Department of Justice does think Russia is involved, and they've never been wrong before, as far as I know. So let's just be fair there.
So here's Donna Brazil, who was if you remember, Debbie Wasserman Schultz had to resign as chairperson of the DNC because it got revealed she was corrupt and lying and colluding with the Clinton campaign to promote the Clinton candidacy over the Bernie Sanders campaign, which is not what the DNC is supposed to do. The DNC is supposed to make sure there's a fair election in the Democratic Party, and that's not what they did at all. So she had to leave, and then they brought on Donna Brazil, who was maybe even worse, more corrupt than Debbie Wasserman Schultz, because we found out that when she was working for CNN, she leaked questions to the Clinton campaign and let them know ahead of time what was happening. And here's Jordan Cheriton. Remember, he asked her about it. Remember, here's what she said.
As I've stated repeatedly, that the Democratic Party was a victim of a cybercrime. And I don't peddle in what I call the illegal dumping of private emails in the public sphere that have been altered, that have been, in many cases, readapted. And so, as I've stated repeatedly, and I'll state it again for the record, I have never been privileged, as long as I've been not just a part of CNN, which, let me just say,
okay, so we're done. So she's just lying. So she's just lying, right? And she can't even catch her breath. She's lying so much.
Was she responding to the question at all?
So she's barely. So Jordan was asking her about the question, and she just said, cyber attack, Russia, we're in Russia, and we're commit cyber crime. And so they keep hiding behind this, and it's annoying, right? They keep, whenever you bring it up, they say Russia. We've showed you the other Robbie Mook and Neera Tanden, and they Russia. And then Donna Brazil does this when she's caught red-handed. And I just want to let you know, I've said, when we've talked about the story other times on the show, I've said, well, it's a good thing that the United States never tapped into anybody else's elections. Of course, we're doing it all the time, right? So here's James Clapper. I don't know if you know who James Clapper is. He was the head of the NSA for a while, and he was the guy who lied to Congress when Congress asked him, "Hey, are you doing all this warrantless wiretapping on it?" And he's like, no, the program isn't as big as, and that was a lie. And then he had to later say, I lied to Congress because it was classified information and I didn't want to reveal it, and blah, blah, blah. So if you lie to Congress on behalf of the government, of the power, it's okay. So nothing happened to him. He lied to the people. Nothing happened. But here he is admitting in The Hill, he says, I have to admit my definition of what the Russians did in hacking the Democratic National Committee is unfortunately honorable stage espionage. Hayden said during an onstage interview at the Heritage Foundation. Honorable. So all this stuff about Russia, and, Hillary Clinton has been saying that they're going to have a military response to the cyber crimes of Russia, hacking, that they're going to have a military. This is what they're doing. So they're doing the Cold War. They're doing what right-wingers do. They're beating the drums for war. They're red baiting. And of course, we're doing the exact same thing. We do the exact same thing.
And they're doing a red herring, too.
And it's
they want a Pavlovian response at this point.
Yeah.
Like, WikiLeaks, Russia. WikiLeaks, Russia.
Russia.
Oh, we don't like that. Never mind. I'm not going to pay attention to what's in it.
He went on to say that a foreign intelligence service getting the internal emails of a major political party and a major foreign adversary, game on. That's what we do. By the way, I would not be in an American court of law. I would not want to be in an American court of law and be forced to deny that I never did anything like that as director of the NSA.
Sleep tight, America.
So what he's saying is, yeah, we do the same thing all the time, all over the place, all the time. So when you hear these people complaining about Russia, we're the victim of a crime. Remember, whenever you hear a politician talking, they should have to be doing this the whole time. Just keep that in mind, right? So there you go. So when they say the Russia thing, it's full of shit. That's James Clapper, former head of the NSA. He's such a high-level defense guy or intelligence guy that he's allowed to lie to Congress, just so you know.